Effie.
Hi.
Her real name is Stephanie, but we all know her as
Effie.
Yes, and before we start, this is our episode for our introduction to get to know a little bit of us. We want to have a toast, and this is dedicated to our podcast.
Cheers.
Episode number
Cheers,
one.
guys.
And we're gonna try every time we do one of the episodes to have a little drink. It might be a little mimosa, it might be some tea.
Coffee.
Juicy tea and TT.
And coffee.
Yeah.
Some tea.
Yeah. Cheers. Hold on, let me.
Cheers again, and let's take a sip.
Today we're drinking some passion fruit mimosas
Ooh, it's so
to
good.
celebrate our start and get our engines warm. So, anyways, this is our first video podcast. It's a little hard because we're gonna introduce each other. I'm gonna have this Trixie open up. I'll let them know what keeping it real is all about.
Yeah, so we started this podcast because Jen likes to talk a lot. And Effie likes to talk a lot. And I'm kind of like...
A whole lot.
And I'm kind of like the brains behind it. Like, I'm the younger generation of this
You trying to
thing.
say? I'm kidding. Today.
You guys will know more about us. Okay? But like, I'm kind of the younger person, so it happens. But keeping it real is just us keeping it real, us sitting here talking, having these honest conversations. And you guys are ultimately going to become our friends, our best friends. And yeah, it's something that you guys are going to come in here. We're going to bunchy chat, which is, what is it? Like, how do you describe what you got?
Okay, this is the way I see it. Okay, you know when we get together, the girls, or we just get together. I'm not just saying just girls. Like, we have gone together with family and friends, and maybe we have a little drink, a little wine, or a little, como se dice, fire pit out there with some s'more, and we talk, and we have topics, and we're like, oh my God, that should be a show. Yeah, this is it, where we are gonna sit down, chill, and talk different topics.
And keeping it real.
Keeping it real.
Keeping it
Things that are happening.
Things are happening.
Yeah, and the way I see it is we have 3 different generations. Miss Trixie here is on her late 20s.
Yeah, I'm 27.
Miss Effie here is in her late 30s.
Yes.
Very late 30s. And I'm in my late 40s. I'm in my late 40s.
And her very late 40s.
No, but you're like very late 30s.
And so are you.
Well, I have like a little, okay, anyways.
Okay, anyways, you guys, we are having an honest conversation.
We're
Probably
keeping it real.
one of the most keeping it reals you will ever find out there. And that's us having fun.
Yes.
and
All
talking.
right, let's say a little bit about each other. Maybe we should start with the youngest.
Yes.
Since we're like almost there.
Yes.
Miss Trixie, Miss Trixie's also in her late 20s.
I am in my late 20s.
She is, okay.
I am, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Sad.
she brings to the table, she brings that to that new generation, things that I don't know.
That they don't know what I'm talking about, like clouds.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe Effie knows what cloud is, but Jen does not know what cloud is.
She does not know.
And we're never chasing cloud because we're not those
Well, I
people.
got something that Trixie doesn't know about, menopause. So that's okay.
Sorry, I keep playing with my hair. I'm holding
No, your hair's good.
Yeah, so I'm Trixie. Yes, that's my real name. A lot of people like question it.
And she's not a stripper.
I'm not a stripper. So I love, let me see. I'm going to talk about myself. This is a little weird for me.
I know.
But yeah, so I love Disney. Anything Disney, I am like a fangirl over. Like, I know a lot of random facts about Disney, and I love to know things about Disney. I go to Disney all the time. I'm an annual pass holder. Woo woo. So I live at Disney. And it's just something that I guess happened when I was little. My mom never took me. My parents never took me because of money. And I did it for myself. Another thing is I love hockey. Like, that's like the most, like, I don't know. I love hockey, okay? My boyfriend introduced me to it and I fell in love with it.
So for those that don't know real quick, locals, yeah, but whoever's listening that's not local, we are from Florida. We're Florida girls.
Yay.
We're Puerto Ricans, I think.
Yeah.
So Miss Trixie's a big fan of.
The Tampa Bay Lightning.
There you go.
We're Stanley Cup champions. Yay. Listen, I was like waiting for them. One of my parents, I'm a preschool teacher too. One of my parents gifted me for Christmas tickets to go see them, and that was like the best gift I've ever gotten. Other like Merry Christmas for Disney. Yes, I had some really great parents that spoiled the crap out of me.
Yeah.
I hope that just reflects who I am as a teacher. But yeah, I love hockey. I'm constantly watching it during hockey season. You guys will see me a lot like vlogging and stuff because I always go to the bars. And I like to drink and I like to watch the games, and I kind of know a lot of things about hockey. I just like it. It's a good thing that me and my boyfriend have together. And then another thing that I want to say is I'm kind of a nerd in the sense that I like to research. I like to find out numbers. I like to know what's happening.
Thank you. That helps a lot.
That helps a lot.
Yes.
I like to put like spreadsheets out together, and I like to put things together, and I like to know what's happening. And like my boyfriend told me, like, hey, look up like if you don't know something, look something up every single day. So every day I look up a question on Google because why not have Google? Like it tells us everything. So I do that, and I love it because I like to get smarter and I like to know what's happening. So. Yeah, that's me in a nutshell. Oh, I'm also an Apple girl. Sorry, don't like Samsung. Sticking with my Apple forever. So that's Trixie. That's me though. Like honestly, that's me. Okay, yes, but yeah, that's it.
You have a boyfriend. How long have you been in a
I
relationship?
have a boyfriend. I want to say we've been together like 7-8 years.
Well, that's good.
We're not getting married anytime soon, just because we're not in a position that we feel like we want to get ready, that we're ready enough to get married and to have kids. We are planning on moving out, which you guys will be seeing through our vlogs and stuff like that. We are getting our own place again. It's just life happened, and that's things that we're going to be talking about also in the podcast. But yeah, I'm in a committed relationship. I'm very happy, and yeah, there's not much after that. I'm pretty boring after that. What about you?
And your pets, I'm sorry, you don't have any kids, but you pets.
Oh, I have pets. I have 4 dogs. 3 of them are mine.
Okay.
I have 2 chihuahuas and I have a husky, and those are my life. They like their birthdays are coming up, and I gotta get them stuff.
Oh,
like
girl. We just celebrate.
happening. Yeah.
We just celebrate.
It's celebrating.
Yes.
It's great.
I'm like, so if you're gonna go by age, you're gonna go with me.
Oh,
Effie! Effie, for those that don't know, or don't see it, Effie is my baby sister.
Yes, I am your baby sister. Jennifer's the oldest. I'm the youngest.
She says that because every time we're together or people see me or whatever, they're like, are you guys twins or are you Effie's sister? And I'm like, yeah, I'm the youngest. If Effie hates it. Go ahead, Effie.
Well, I am the youngest.
She's the youngest.
By age.
By 7 years, yes.
So yeah, Jennifer and I are 7 years apart. Here in Spring Hill, we tend to get confused a lot.
A lot.
A whole lot.
And I'm like,
I don't know how.
They're blonde.
Yeah. So now she can say no, she's the blonde one. But even still, we still look different. There's no way.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see how we can resemble each other as family and as sisters. We have resemblance.
Yes.
But I don't feel like you and I look like twins.
No.
Especially like I'm 5'2", you're much taller than I am.
5'7".
5'7", I'm 5'2". I've always had the curly, crazy hair, red hair.
I've always had straight hair.
Yeah,
I'm
black.
lighter than you.
Yeah.
You look like that. I look like mom.
Yeah, I look more
Like
like
if people
that.
said that about Marcos, my third brother, we're 4 siblings. I would say, okay, we look like twins.
Exactly.
You look like my mom.
But yeah, you definitely look more like mom, and I'm more like my dad. But yeah,
Tell me about you.
So what makes you, Effie? Like, what do you like? What are your hobbies?
Yes.
What are you
Kids.
passionate about?
We
Like,
know for a fact that we've been here for almost 30 years.
right?
So honestly, my passion is my faith. I am a very person of high faith, and I put God first at everything that I do. I love my children. My babies. Shut up.
They drive you crazy.
They drive me crazy, and I want to strike, but it's part of being.
They're you.
They're me, and it's like I feel like if I didn't have any of that, it wouldn't make me me. So yeah, I gave my world. Everything is my kids. I was married. Well, I'm married. I've been married for 14 years, but I'm going, which that will come along with the podcast as well. And vlogs. I'm in the process of a divorce. Moving forward, so it's just I'm a newly single mom, and that will be another vlog podcast.
Another blog.
Yes, this this year has been crazy. 2020 has been a crazy year. But hey, God works in mysterious ways, and it's like I feel like a lot of this.
We are free.
I feel like this. It's not the end of my chapter. I mean, it's the end of the chapter. It's not the end of the story.
Yes.
So
you're making yourself a new story.
Yeah. So this is just the beginning. Those who know me, you guys know how passionate I am about. I'm a big foodie. I love cooking.
Yeah.
I love cooking. I feel like that's like therapy for me, therapeutic. I love being in the kitchen. I love baking. You guys know that I used to have a baking business, which is currently on pause due to some, situations.
Issues, yeah.
And some issues and stuff like that. But I love being in the kitchen. I love singing. So you will see me sing a lot.
Yeah, probably.
A lot.
And stuff like that.
I'm a homebody. I've always been a homebody. Don't get me wrong, I love to have fun, but I'm more of a stay at home and chill with my girls and my friends. Small little group. I'm very laid back. I love watching
You'll do more often now that.
Yeah. And I love watching Netflix.
Who loves it?
I'm going to Michael's and Target and my coffee and just like the usual mom things, but
Okay.
I'm pretty great, and like I said, I also tend to talk. I love to talk a lot. I love to give advice, and I love to give positive advice.
Okay.
A lot of my friends know me.
I was gonna ask you, what are you gonna bring to? So
yeah, positivity. Nothing but positivity.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give you 2 cents.
Keeping it real and positive. Yeah, I will be keeping it real, but at the same time, those who do know me know that I am. When I say things, I mean it from the heart. Out of good.
You are so sincere. You are.
I'm a sincere person, and I mean it from the heart, and I don't like to hurt people's feelings, but I say the truth.
If I have to, I will.
I have to in a nice way. Again, I like to keep it real, and I love giving positive advice, and I love helping out. I love helping people. I really do.
Okay.
My friends they come to me and they trust me because they know that I'm always going to be sincere, and I think I will bring that. You'll see that a lot from me.
Okay.
I'll be a very sincere person, coming from the heart.
Yeah, okay. So we have Miss Trixie that's going to bring us her nerdiness. I'm kidding.
No, you're good.
Not her nerdiness, but what's happening in this generation.
Yeah.
That I'm not aware of. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stephanie's gonna bring us.
And I'm also a goofball.
Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna get a lot of laughs.
Which is good. Yes.
Yeah, I'm a clown.
Yes.
So this is my other profession.
So I'm Jennifer.
Jen.
No, okay. Yeah.
No, it's your turn. So Jen, it's you.
I'm gonna yeah. Oh, stop. I am 46 years old. I've been together with my husband.
Oh my God, did you say your age?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I'm 39.
So she's like super late 30. Yeah, so we're in our late. Okay. Yeah.
I just entered my late 20s.
I'm 39.
Yeah. So I'm 46. Javi and I have been together. Javi is my husband. We've been together for 20 years. Married 18. We don't have any children.
Is that by choice? Or?
No, it's not by choice due to infertility issues, endometriosis, that we will touch later on that topic. If it was, I would have like 6 kids right now. Yeah. I wouldn't be doing a podcast right now. I would be like bald right now.
No, we'd be doing a podcast.
Yeah. My passion has been working with children and event planning. I love that. Mainly children, since maybe because I don't have any kids. As a young age preteen, I did catechism. I don't know if you remember.
Yes.
In Massachusetts, we did the Massachusetts. So I did catechism for a little bit as my preteens. Then we moved to Florida, and I became. We all changed our faith to Christian faith, and I started doing Sunday school. I was a Sunday school teacher for a large group of kids, all the ages. I did that. So I've always worked with children. My husband and I did children photography or photography itself, but mainly for children. And I now run a successful large family childcare from home, which Miss Trixie is my assistant.
Yes.
And I am, the teacher, whatever. So I'm still working with children, and it's a total blessing where I have families that trust us with their life, their child. People that I don't know, like they want their child with us.
Yeah.
So I think that's an awesome feeling. Having people that you know, like, no, I want them there. I'm like, hey, okay, we'll do that. So patience, I have patience. I have a lot of patience. We work with 10 to 12 kids at a time.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of patience. I have a lot of patience. When you are a child photographer, you need a lot of patience and a lot of time, especially with newborns and stuff like that. And I enjoy it. Like, I don't have any children, but I am blessed to work with children every day. And I'm very blessed that they only got 6. I'm kidding. It's a joke. No. But besides that, I have my 4 nephews and a niece. Those are my everything right there. Yeah, my babies. I have the pleasure of seeing them be born, almost all of them, and I have them in my life, and I like to spoil them and treat them. Other than that, I have tons of godchildren because we don't have any kids. I think people want us to be, interacting with their child. Other than that, I have my 2 fur babies, Leo and J-Lo. Yes, her name is J-Lo. So yeah, I'm a big fan of J-Lo. Yes, and what else can I say about me?
What is your favorite thing to do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Netflix. No, I'm kidding. No. My main thing I like to do, and I'll let you too.
Yeah.
I know you like your Disney, and I know you like to go to Disney, and that's
my escape.
Yeah. Lately, my thing has been taking care of me, finding my peace, taking care of me. If it's doing my hair, eyelashes, nails, like just taking care of me. And it's just maybe every 2 weeks or something like that, get a massage. I've gotten my husband to do it. And some of you might say, oh, you don't have any kids, you could do it. I run a business with kids, and I need to take time out and get time for myself. So it is like having kids. I don't like it. My business is, my passion is my business too.
There you go.
I love my business. And if it wasn't childcare, I think we were raised in a family of business, so we're always hustling.
Yeah.
And that goes for you too.
Mm-hmm. So, Effie, what's your passion? Like, what makes you the happiest?
What makes me the happiest, honestly? What makes me the happiest, honestly, I think is seeing my kids happy. Making sure that my babies are taken care of. And I think that's my main thing, honestly. Like my kids,
when they're treated,
I feel like when they are treated, when they're happy and they're taking, I'm happy. That makes me happy. That makes me at peace. As a mom, when you become a mom, it's a whole.
Yeah. Well, me as your sister, I feel that when I see you up there in stage.
Well, I was about to get to that too.
Singing, that's your moment. Like, you know how I say that, like, I need my peace, or like finding what I like.
Yeah. Like, I feel like with my kids.
When I see you up there and you're singing, like, you forget anything and you're out there, you're doing you.
Yeah.
And I think that. And I think your makeup.
Big time.
You forgot to mention your makeup.
Is that, but like you're singing, is that like your second passion, but you're happiest first with your children?
I'm happiest with my children, and then I'm happiest then doing stuff that I like doing. Like after I always tend to put my babies first, and then that's what I'm working on too, because it's like I don't take enough time for myself.
Yeah.
So it's like to work on, like, I used to be a cosmetologist.
Yeah.
I am a cosmetologist. I'm a makeup artist. I'm an esthetician, nail technician. I'm accomplished permanent makeup. So much things.
It's safe for me to say that, and I'm a
jack of all trades.
So what you're gonna bring to this podcast is motherhood, maybe singing, some of your singing,
my faith, beauty, skin.
As by the esthetician.
And just in case,
and foodie.
I'm a big foodie. I'm not gonna, when I mean by faith, like, I am a person of faith. I'm not here to talk about religion, because I'm not a religious person. I'm just here to give positive, feedback. And yes, faith is always gonna be something very important to me that makes me me. And it's not, just in case I don't want no one to think that I'm here to run religion, because it's not religion, and I'm not a religious person. It's all love.
Okay.
It's all gravy.
No, which is awesome.
Which it makes me me.
Yeah, it's different hearing from you, like what you guys love. You know what I mean? Because Becky's going through a self-love journey right now, which we are going to be documenting a lot of her self-love journey.
Yes.
So it's great to hear what you love and what you automatically think as your happiness.
Yeah, and I've been working on my whole self-love, which again, like you said, I'll be vlogging about that a lot.
It helps out.
It helps out. I've been working on myself a lot. Because as a mom, we tend to forget about ourselves.
Yes, I saw
and
that.
we forget about ourselves, we neglect ourselves, and along the way, things happen, and so it's my time. It's my time to work on myself, and I'll be documenting that. So,
Miss Trixie, what are you bringing to the podcast?
What I'm bringing to the podcast is a younger generation. It's a young point of view. I might not always agree with you guys. There's a lot of topics that we've already decided that we're going to discuss, and I don't agree with you guys because I'm different. Like the way, my generation's different. I also bring just a new light to things, and I know how social media works, and I know how all these podcasting things, I know how it works because I'm in it, I'm involved in it. It's constantly, it's something that my generation lives off of. So I think I just bring a different light. I think I bring a younger light, that's what I love about this podcast. When you brought it up about, hey, let's do this podcast, is that you have 3 different opinions. You have 3 different stories.
Even though Effie and I were born and raised in the same home, we think differently.
Yeah.
She does things differently than I do. Even though we are from the same faith, we do things way different.
Yeah.
A lot different. So that's here, even though we're related, it's not going to be the same.
Yeah, so you guys are going to hear 3 different things. So if a lot of my generation, we listen to podcasts on our way to work or when we're cleaning and stuff. So if you guys are in the car ride, you're with the mom, the grandma, and the daughter, or all 3 generations can listen in at the same time, because guess what? I might relate to the younger person, and then Effie might relate to the mom, and okay, sorry. And then, we're all gonna relate to somebody. So it's a podcast for everyone, which is so great. Okay, so what about you, Jen? What are you bringing into the table?
Well, like you mentioned, the generations. I am the grandma. Well, I'm not really a grandma, but in this group here, I feel like the grandma. I will bring, I guess, topics that I have experienced or know of. Like I mentioned before, I am 46. And due to so many surgeries, pre-menopause, or Spanish, by the way, premature menopause, that's where I'm at. I'm going to talk about that. Endometriosis, I know a lot of people that are going through endometriosis. I want to bring our culture. I'm really proud. Something that I'm passionate about is my culture. Dominican, Puerto Rican, we are, and I am so happy that I was born into the Latina. We have that little fire in us, we have that spice in us. Yes, we do. So you're gonna see me doing the Spanish. We'll go back and forth because that's what we are. That's what we are. Yeah, that's it.
We do it a lot.
Yeah. My father always taught us don't forget where you come from.
Yes,
that's who we are. So I will bring that out. Did I say infertility?
Yes.
Infertility. I could give kids tips. Besides that, I love event planning, parties. I love Netflix.
Yes.
I love Netflix.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't have cable. I have streaming services.
Yeah, I'm very musical.
Great.
Even though she's the one that sings, I have the music inside.
We love karaoke.
I love my reggaeton. I love reggaeton. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm a 46 reggaetonera.
Alright, guys. So, you guys some questions, just so that we can get you guys knowing, so we can get to know you guys a little bit more. That things maybe you guys didn't talk about. Okay. So the first one is, What would you name your boat if you had one? Who wants to go first?
You go.
Jen, go.
I am the oldest.
Yes, the oldest.
It got
The wise one.
okay. If it was my personal boat,
Mhm.
it would be called Queen Bee.
Ooh, why?
Because I'm Queen Bee. Yeah, some people might be like, oh my gosh, she's so extra and they don't like it or whatever, and I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. I really don't care. And I think because of that, I would call it Queen Bee.
Yeah.
If you don't like me, scroll down or whatever, move on. I don't care. But if it's a boat that is my hobby and me, I think we'll probably go with Jenvier. That was our business name, and it's a combination of Jennifer and hobby, and it's our boat, it's our thing.
Your couple.
So yeah, our couple's name. I think that would be it. Those two names. Anything else? I don't.
You don't know.
No. Jenvier, or.
Alright, Feffy. What would it be?
Knowing me, I would like want to name it something funny and goofy, like La Fefota or something like that. But I don't. But at the same time, it's like I don't know, like majestic.
Ooh, why?
You see? The royalness.
No, it would be. I would want it to be like a really nice, good size
I like that name.
boat
That
that,
probably you're gonna have one, so.
and that would make me feel just
Majestic.
majestic.
Ooh,
I like that. I like
that's
that.
awesome.
What about you, Trixie?
I think mine would be like Effie, because let's be honest, I'm not like the nicest person in the world.
There you go. You're back there. There you go.
Like I'm not the nicest person in the world. Like a lot of people have said it. Like you know me, I'm just not. So it's kind of like Effie to everybody, you know.
Yeah,
I got a boat and I'm going off in the world.
Yeah, that's it. You see it in the back, that's because you're there. No.
Yeah. Legit, like,
Yeah.
okay. I'm not like, what? Okay, so what's the closest thing to real magic? So, like, let me explain it a little bit because some people are like, okay, so like a lot of people think that it's cool how like our phones, we look at them and it opens, you know, off of our face and stuff like that. Like we can unlock our phones with face. A lot of people think it's cool that Tesla like has self-driving cars. So that's like magic, the closest thing we have to magic, I guess some people consider it. So like, what would you consider like your magic?
My magic.
Pure magic, or what do you consider something that you think is like, wow, that's magic, like it's cool?
Good question.
And I'm pretty sure you're gonna edit this because right now I have to think.
Yeah. Here, I'll answer mine, okay?
Go
Okay.
ahead.
So I was reading and I was watching a video today that I'm gonna send to her husband, Hobby, because he's kind of cool like that with me. So there right now, Elon Musk is trying to, Mr. Tesla, by the way, you guys. He's trying to come up with a chip where it's kind of like a chip that will go inside of you, and it will, instead of us like asking Google, it'll kind of just, our brain will tell it, and then it will figure out everything for us.
Artificial intelligence.
It's like, yeah, well, there's already artificial intelligence out there, you know, and social media works like that. But it's cool because it's, instead of us having to type things out, it's like we just think it and then it starts loading it up for us. And do I want it? Yes, I do want it. But do I think it's cool? I think it's so cool that we have the technology and we have the resources and we already have things to do that. You know what I mean? So for me, that's magic. Like, what the F?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
Everything's gonna be
Do I want it?
customized
That's
to
a
us.
different.
Oh, I definitely
Yeah.
I was like, can I be a prototype? When I was looking at it, because they're doing it with rats, I was like, can I be a prototype? I want to do this. Because I think it would be cool.
Shit.
That's I'm like.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know, but not. If I don't feel like I have a.
You don't think anything out there that's like, wow,
out there,
cool.
yeah.
So what do you think
To
is
me,
out
what
there
I
that's
think-
cool?
And maybe it hit more to home when I saw my sister giving.
I was about to say. I think that us women are magical.
To me, a human being, a female giving birth to a child. That's, to me, it's like, whoa, bringing life, like.
Yeah.
And I think lately, it's funny that you asked this question because lately I look at J-Lo, my dog, she's had 3 puppies, and I see her and, you have seen the babies from like this little to this little. She gave birth on my lap, and I'm like, wow. And I see them, they're all playing. They play with mommy, and they're like almost half her size. And I'm like, wow, she brought them here.
Yeah.
She had them in her belly, and now they're like almost bigger than her. And I saw Effie giving birth to my first nephew, Sebastian. Like, I think 2 births that meant a lot was when my youngest brother was born, Paris, that I got to experience that. He is our adopted brother, but I got to experience when she gave birth to him, and that was magical because I was through a C-section, but what your body could go through. And then when I saw my sissy, that we are, even though we're 7 years apart, we're very close, saw her giving birth, and I think also in Jackie, our sister-in-law, I'm like, wow, like, woman, like, wow, like the pain you go through, the trauma your body goes through to bring this little life, and look at us now, like mommy, like that made me appreciate my mom, my sister, Jackie, like I appreciate them so much more. And awesome. That is, wow.
That's
like,
your magic.
No man could.
No.
That's like, wow. So to me that, and I haven't done it myself, but I know my body's capable of it.
I honestly picked that's, I was going to say, I think when I gave birth to my kids, and I could do it, but I picked back on that. It's like, I've seen videos of like fertilization, like those like documentary type,
yes.
And I'm just like, I'm in awe. I'm like, wow. Like the whole process, like this from start to beginning, it's like, wow. Like, God did that? Wow, it's just, to me, it's so magical, and just how the baby is living inside of you, how he's growing, they're growing, it's just, it's so beautiful. Like even when I see like photographies of, I have a page on Instagram, which I'll mention down the road, it's such a beautiful page, I think it's called Artful Shape or something, if I'm not mistaken, but it's like the women giving birth and their man, it's like, just everything, just
the whole process,
the whole experience is just so like, wow.
That's awesome. Yeah.
It's mind blowing.
I think it's little things that we've all kind of forgotten about, like, you know what I mean, that a woman's able to do this, and a lot, or like at least my generation is more focused on technology and things like that. So I think it's like the little simple things of giving birth. I don't think anybody really thinks about that as it being magical and it being this a really great thing,
And not only that, but like how your body prepares for a certain thing, like breastfeeding and certain things that your body goes through, has to go through it because it needs the child to give space for the child, or it needs to stretch because it did, or your head is gonna hurt because it's gonna do
it's how our body just goes inside and just goes back.
It's
just
that's
crazy.
It's crazy. Alright, so on a lighter note who is the messiest person you know? Jen, you may go. We're not trying to throw anybody under the
Oh, I was putting it on myself.
So Jen, you would say Bessie.
Just keeping it real. I'm like,
just keeping it real. I'm messy. In my own way, I'm messy. She's messier.
Yes,
but I'm messy. I think sometimes like I'm messy, and I feel like when I'm messy, like my head is messy too. And I've told you this many times. I'm like, I can't focus on one thing because I have this mess. Like if you see my desk is a mess, like I feel like that's how my brain is right now. It's like, and I can't do one thing. I have to do like, what I
can't focus.
I can't focus. She calls me Dory sometimes.
Yeah,
because I can't.
So I would say my boyfriend's the messiest person I know. Like we've lived together for a while now, and everything, like I will have everything clean, and then he comes in and it like makes it a mess, and I'm like, I've gotten to a point where I just gave up, and I just I clean the room like once and that's it, and I'm like, okay, I give up. Like once when I'm in a mood, I have to be in certain moods, and then I'll clean it. But
and I feel my hubby is so messy.
Besides me, I feel like my kids.
Oh, sorry. Let me toast to you, Effie.
Yeah, right.
Hold on.
I have, and I know a lot of moms can relate to me. I have gone, I'm a mom of 3 boys, and it's 5, 11, and 12. And even though they're all different in their own way, they're all very active boys. And it's like, it's never a dull moment in my house.
No.
Never, ever.
No.
And I mean, when, oh my God, it's like I'll go to even the fridge. I'll go to the fridge, and they eat something, and they leave the cartons all empty.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's.
I mean, it's like.
Okay.
I have gone to my bathroom, and I mean, yeah, I know a lot. I know I'm not the only one. And who can relate with me? Like, I have gone to the bathroom, and I'll be sitting there, and I'll be doing a number one, and I look to my right, and I see a smudge. Why? Because I'm like, what does this kid wipe his butt with? The wall or the toilet paper?
On the wall.
And it's like, but I'm saying, it's like,
On the wall.
yeah.
Looking for the toilet paper. They're like, where is it?
I go, where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've had my. Yes. Yes. Go on. Never. Yep. My kids. Yeah. And I'm not trying to make it like not really, but just like even if it's like figure, and I'm like, and then the thing is like I can tell who it was.
Oh.
Because of the size of the fingers.
Oh wait, they all do it?
Huh? Oh, in the past I've had some of them do that. Okay, and I'm over here, but I have made them come with gloves, with mask, bleach spray,
I feel like this is yours.
and magic eraser, and yeah. Oh yeah.
This is keeping it real, my people.
This makes me want to question kids.
Yes.
I mean, I'm over here trying to, go on pee, and it's like I'm sitting there and I'm like,
You're trying to disguise what art it is on the wall. Oh, that looks like a butterfly. No.
Yeah, no.
Oh no, it's somebody's butt cheek.
Alright, so on another topic, what's the most useless talent you have?
Talent?
useless.
Yeah, useless talent. I feel like I wouldn't know because you're like multi-talented over here, so
Useless, like it's not even like.
it's kind of
Not
like
important.
why that you have it.
I laugh really loud and it irritates my husband. No, but that's not. I think that's
That's a talent.
That has to be a talent.
Okay, useless.
That I can laugh like it has a pitch that it bothers people's ears. So that has to be like something bionic. Like that's my superpower. Like stop. Maybe that's one of them.
I can dance good, but I don't like to dance a lot because I feel embarrassed.
Yeah, she's very flexible.
I'm very flexible.
So
in dance.
does that mean you're good in bed? I'm just asking.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm telling you, it's honest. Like, that's what I think of.
I'm like,
I don't know.
well. I'm like, what?
That's another show.
Yes.
Alright, so you're very flexible.
I am flexible, and yeah, I could break a move. Like I can dance, but I'm just. When it comes to dancing, I tend to be very
like I
self-conscious.
I love dancing.
And shy.
And I'm like, come on, like when we were younger, I'm like, Effie, come, let's go dancing.
And I'd be like,
her perfect talent would be like holding the purse.
Yeah. I'll be the purse holder at the table.
I'll let people here, you go dance. I'm like,
and I still do it sometimes.
I have no rhythm, so I'm like, no, there's no dancing there for me. My most useless talent, I think, is me like sneezing. Like when I sneeze, nobody knows I sneeze because I sneeze like a little mouse, and everybody always, yeah, like in school, like I went to college and everything, so like in school, everybody would be like, what the F was that? Because I just hear like a little, and they're like, what is that?
Yeah, I'm like, they're like,
yeah, everybody's like, what? They're like, is that a sneeze? And I'm like, yeah. So I think it's pretty useless for me not to be able to be like,
I have a good time. Bad with ¿cómo es?
what is it?
Farting. Yeah, I can move my husband out of the bedroom. It's just one. Oh my gosh. Okay. He's so quiet back there.
It runs in the family.
Cheers.
Okay, so light note, which I think I already know your answer for you because I know you. This one, what celebrity would you rate as a perfect 10?
Oh my god, I already have mine.
I already know yours, Jen, so you may spill your.
I already know yours.
Yes, spill your guts out.
Like female.
I mean, you could do a female, you could do a male.
I'll do both. Just
Ooh.
fair to both sexes.
Both.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's just my. Oh my god, that's hard.
That's not hard. I already know your perfect 10.
That's
It's like-
hard because like I have 3 top men that I think.
So
are
give me your top 3.
top 3 and woman wise. I have.
Wait,
also-
one of them I need his name. I don't know.
Do you need?
Okay, so I feel like oh my god, David Beckham. He is just beautiful. No matter. David Beckham, I feel like he is an average. He's not like The Rock. Like The Rock is handsome. Don't get me wrong, but I think David Beckham is like average. You know, muscly. He's handsome, and no matter how he wears his hair or anything,
And all his tattoos.
He looks nice.
Ooh.
That's a bonus. And then after that, I would say Jason Momoa.
Oh my god.
He has like the.
You stole mine. See, I don't have one to say
He
now.
has that like, but he's like a bad boy. Like, but he's
Yeah.
he's not average. He's.
Okay.
I feel like I have like large, medium, very average, and then my third one would be Daddy Yankee.
I called him. I knew it was Daddy.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
just like my average Latino. He's not like no. He's just like nice and he's cute. His smile, his teeth are perfect. And my husband's in that list, by the way. Have you seen how he smile? Oh, he got the most beautiful smile, perfect smile. Not perfect, but a beautiful smile. And his side, he has like the honey color eyes, and that right there, and the eyelashes that I wish I had. And for woman, J-Lo.
J-Lo.
J-Lo. I know many people say that, oh, she made her butt. No, espérate. That, my opinion is, I think she's all good. She works her ass off to get where she's at 51. A lot of us wish we looked like that at 51. Has she had Botox or whatever? I'm pretty sure she has. I'm pretty sure she has. Shut up. And no, but like fake ass or whatever, I don't think so. I think she's all there. I mean, that last movie, what's that movie, that stripper movie?
Hustlers?
That was wow. I went with my hobby to see it, and that movie, like, she was like, dura, hard, good, beautiful. And not only that, but like, if she has no makeup on or anything like that, I still think she looks beautiful. So I think she's good, like average Latina looking. I don't know. I like my Latinos.
Yeah. Effie, what about you?
Well, I have a couple.
Oh, couple.
She got her list.
Jason Momoa was
Well,
That's a
one
good
of
one,
them.
right?
yeah.
Boris. I don't know how to pronounce.
Oh, Boris. I know who you're talking about.
No.
No, like Boris DeJohn or.
Kajos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
So he's a beautiful smile.
Okay.
You don't have this person, Jennifer. So.
I'm not with names.
Huh?
Yeah, his name is.
Boris Kojo.
Oh, Kojo. Yeah, he's an
handsome.
he's an actor. Like, what movie is he in? So people could know.
He's been in a.
She doesn't look at the movie. She looks at
Yes,
what's his name again?
Boris Kajos.
Boris.
And then there's this actor, and his name is Michael Marone.
Let me see him. I want to see him.
Oh.
365, Mr. 365. I don't even know his name. Mr. 365.
Apparently he's
handsome.
humble. He's on TikTok.
He is handsome.
He's a very handsome guy.
So do you have any females that you think is like a perfect 10?
Honestly, I piggyback on J-Lo. She works her butt off.
She represents.
Who else?
She does.
That's why I named my dog after her, J-Lo. J-Lo, Selena.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, that's a different to me topic, because to me I see like icons or whatever. I read with Selena, J-Lo, whatever. So sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I think she's cute. I think that that Camila Cabello is really cute. She's not.
She is,
I don't
she's
feel
cute.
like. I think she's herself. I don't feel like she's not. You know, she's young and she doesn't have to have like
She is pretty.
stuff done. She's very pretty.
She is pretty.
Yeah.
I think she's
She is pretty.
herself. I really like.
Yeah.
She's like a little quirky, like she has like a little
Yes.
quirky uniqueness, but it's so cute. I love
It's so
that she's like dating Shawn Mendes too.
And I like him. And I'm sorry, but that's my white boy. So cute. I don't care what anybody says. He's I love Shawn Mendes.
Yeah, cute.
Yeah.
He's cute. I think he's cute.
Okay. Okay, so with me, I don't really have a female that I can think of that I'm like, oh my gosh. But I think Halle Berry she still looks phenomenal. I'm like, yes, girl. Yeah, like okay.
Real quick, I think Angelina Jolie is also a very sexy woman.
Yeah.
I think she's sexy. I just think she has a sex appeal. A sex appeal to her.
Yeah.
I don't know. She just turns me off. I guess I'm a person that like, if you look at my boyfriend, like he's a very big nerd. I mean, he has great lips. I tried to get my lips to his. It didn't work out. Yes, you guys. There you go. It's been dropped. But like, but I like him more for his brain, and so like I guess Angelina Jolie, like a lot of things that I have read about her, like it just turns me off about her. So I love Demi Lovato though. I think she's gorgeous. And I think like her soul and her brain and everything is. I think she's great. So I guess she would be my person.
I do love her. Yeah, you're right.
I love her like Ron.
I follow her on Instagram a lot.
Oh, I saw her in concert. I was like so excited.
She has a beautiful voice.
Yes. So I think when it comes down to like boys, okay. So these are all athletes, by the way, because I really like athletes. It's funny because my boyfriend's like he was a runner and that's it. So my number one is Mr. Chris Paul. I read a paper on him in college. I wrote like 3 papers on him in college.
Did you see my face? I'm like,
She's like, who's that?
He's so really good looking. Woo, he's so good looking. Oh, he's like my type. When he was younger, he was getting good. He was really good. Now he's getting older. It's kind of coming out, but whatever. I like him. He's Chris Paul.
oh, he cute.
Yeah. And then my second one is he played for the Chicago Bulls. I don't know who he plays for right now because I haven't really been following basketball because of COVID. It's Derrick Rose. Like if I need a bad boy in my life, he will be. I'd be like, take me right now. Oh. Yes, like Derrick Rose, like a rose, like a flower.
Oh, okay.
The only thing I don't like about him is that he gets injured a lot, so I don't get to admire him, like running on the court, like, you know. But like, yes, I think like he's my bad boy. Like he's
Yeah, he would be like the Jason Momoa on my side.
Yeah, like I would rob a bank with him. Like if I needed to.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Yes.
That's
it. That's it.
This question got hot.
Okay.
Yes. Do you have any other questions?
No, that's it. I'm all done with these questions. So is there any final thoughts that you guys want to say, Effie?
I'm really excited about this and looking forward to a lot of things that we're going to be bringing. I'm excited about the vlogs that we're going to also include.
Yes.
So you guys can see
our lives.
It's.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
No, go ahead.
No. What I was gonna add to what you're saying is like it's not like we're celebrities or anything like that. It's just we're people just like you. That sometimes people think like, oh my God, I'm going through this, and no, we might be going through the same shit. So
I like it because we can relate. We can relate to a lot. It's like you're not alone. And all the things that we go through in life. Every day you're not alone, and it's like we can relate. So we're gonna touch a lot of really interesting topics, and I love it's gonna be. We have 3 different generations and have our 3 point of views, and like Trixie. It's like she's a younger generation, but it's like it's funny because I have 3 boys who I follow everything that they watch. So it's like YouTube, stream, like everything. YouTube, I am all into that too because that's all I watch with my boys. So
I know.
We're feeling Jennifer in.
Yeah, we are.
I'm learning. I'm hoping that our viewers and listeners, just the way that I'm learning things about my sister.
Cancel culture and all that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to be learning along the process of this podcast. We're going to bring up topics. And I want you to think of this as a happy hour. kind of.
Yeah,
You know, when we get together,
Girl
and
talk.
let's have a drink of this, just, and not just girls, because
It's just keeping it, yeah, we're gonna have
are
guests.
gonna have our guest.
Yeah, we're gonna have like a rotating cast, so
Yeah,
it's
'cause
not
we're
gonna
gonna-
always be us three.
No, we're gonna talk about divorce. We're going to talk about indecent proposals. We're gonna talk about friendship. We're gonna talk about things that people might be going through or have gone through. And not only that, we hope that you can share your stories with us through our social media. That Trixie will tell you how to follow us. I just throw you in there. How to follow us and stuff like that. But we want to hear what you have to say. We want to hear what you have gone through, or maybe you have advice that we can later on share with our listeners and viewers.
Yeah.
Trixie.
So, you guys can follow us all on Keeping It Real with the Royal Sisters. We are on Twitter, on Instagram, and Facebook. So, yeah, and I'm thinking about making a Reddit for all of you guys that know what Reddit is. And that's where you guys are going to be a little bit more.
I just learned about that, sorry.
Yeah, that's where you guys are going to be a little bit more, like, be able to talk to us more a little bit, because I'm going to be open conversations, but you're going to be able to talk to us on everything. Also, if you're listening to us on podcasts,
We're gonna have a phone number.
yeah, we're gonna have a phone number which we
Text
will
to
we will put down there. But yeah, and then if you guys are listening to us on podcasts, you guys can follow us on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe, send us, put us a comment if you're on podcast right now. Write us a review, tell your friends about us. We are on the road to 50,000 downloads, so we're trying to get to 50,000 downloads, which is a great thing. We will do some giveaways. We're gonna do a lot of
We're
things.
gonna do giveaways. We're also probably gonna have events, because you know how I mentioned before, I like to throw events. So we'll probably do events, and I think maybe our first event will be hopefully we do the 50,000 by the time she is divorced, and we'll have a divorce party. How awesome is that?
Yes. It's gonna be awesome.
We're gonna have.
And wherever you guys follow us, make sure to comment whatever you want. We're also gonna put the topic. So whatever our topic is gonna be, we're gonna have it there. We're gonna have you guys talk about it, and then we will talk about it also. We'll go on our topics and we'll talk about it. So